Aloha everyone, how's it going? Kris Jolls here. Today in this video I want to show you how to stylize text as someone selects text on the page. Let me just show you what it is I'm talking about here. So here we are at Dribbble. I think Dribbble does a nice job at displaying something like this. They have their brand color pink, and when you go and select the text, it has a pink background and white lettering. Pretty slick. Pretty good way to add some extra branding and some fun basically to your website. So how do they do this? Well, first let me show you how I go about finding out how people do things and see what CSS selectors they used and all that good stuff. I'll go to an inspect element like usual, have it hovering or selected at least. And then usually you have to scroll down here maybe a while, and what you want to do is look for something that gives you a cue, like it's the CSS that you're looking for. Like you want to look for maybe this pink background color, okay? And you know, it's pretty easy to find colors in here by just looking at these boxes. So if you come down here, here it is down here, and here's the background color. So as you can see here, they use a pseudo element of selection. So they use the : selection, and what they've done here is they've defined their color as an RGBA. It's basically a white with a little transparency, and their background of this pink of theirs, okay? And so there you go. So you can see, you could come in here and you could change this color and see, for instance, come in here, press enter, and then come over here and click on it again. You'll see that effect has taken place. Alright, so that's pretty much straight to it. You would just add this into your CSS : selection, and do your color and your background. You do want to make sure there's some contrast between the two colors that you read. You do want to make sure that when you hover this, that you don't forget to change the black if you're going to use a brown or something, okay? You want the contrast so it reads well when someone selects it, okay? So again, what they've used here is what's known as a CSS pseudo element or pseudo class. There's pseudo elements as well, and you could come here and find out about those, and pseudo classes you can find out some more about. You can come down here, and I believe they have it somewhere down here. So you can do active, disabled, focus, what's on hover, all that good stuff. And then all the way down here, CSS pseudo elements is the : selection, and that selects a portion of the element that is selected by the user, like this. Okay, what I'm doing here. Well, let's go over to my example site that I have here. It's basically WordPress running to 2015 theme. I have a child theme running, and we'll go to that CSS now, and we'll just go ahead and get rid of this commented out the CSS, and I use my selection. I have my color, and then I have my background color change, okay? And I've added the orange that I use for my branding, and the blue as well, okay? So we press save, and then now if we come back over here to our website and refresh it, you'll see that those changes have taken effect. And you know, it's just a really cool way to get across some little extra branding and some fun. I mean, that looks pretty classy, right? That looks pretty cool. I don't know that I would necessarily use these two colors on my real actual site, but that doesn't look bad at all. There's some contrast there. It would be able to read over well, and that's really important. Alright, and that's it. That's the selection pseudo class that gets you to do cool things like this. Let's just refresh this guy here and see how, you know, I think they did a great job. Remember to change your typography. Work with the transparency a little bit in here. Okay, in their colors they use some transparency to make it all work nice and blend in well. Mine's straight up RGB colors with no transparency. So I could go in there and maybe soften it up a little bit, make it look nice. So that's it. Get out there, maybe customize your site, subscribe, don't miss another video. Comment below how you use this kind of selection, and we'll talk to you later. Aloha.